Egypt is a safe country for tourists. That's the topic of today's video. Egypt is our final leg of our around the world trip in 2025. On the screen right now, you can see my daughter going to several places in Cairo. We went to the Grand Egyptian Museum, the pyramids, and also she went to several indoor playgrounds inside big shopping malls in Cairo. So prior to going to Egypt, I had watched several videos on YouTube, and they highlight some of the scams that in Egypt, particularly at the pyramids. But I didn't experience anything like that, and I'll talk about that later. The only trouble I had was at the airport. So let's just talk about that first. So Cairo has two airports. One is Sphinx International Airport, and the other one is Cairo International Airport. Cairo International Airport, I think, is nearer to the city. And Sphinx International Airport is in the middle of nowhere. But if you're flying from Europe, you will probably end up at Sphinx International Airport. And Cairo International Airport is mainly for intercontinental flights. Anyway, I didn't experience anything bad at Sphinx International Airport. It was just more time wasting rather than a threat. So we booked an Uber taxi at the airport. And then I met the driver, and he demanded an extra $20. He gave me all sorts of excuses, such as, the price on the Uber app is incorrect. And there's not enough money to pay for the fuel. It's a long way, it's a far away to get to Cairo. So he wanted an extra $20, and we spent 20 minutes going back and forth. I couldn't agree on a price. In the end, I had to find another driver. Yeah, it's more of a hassle. It's more like time wasting, but other than that, it wasn't a threat. I'm not a woman, so I didn't get hassled by the locals. In any case, I was traveling with a 3-year-old, and she didn't get any trouble at all. In actual fact, she made lots of friends at the indoor playrooms in Cairo. So let's talk about the pyramids. I was a bit apprehensive at first when I watched several videos on YouTube. Basically, in the past 1 or 2 years, they changed the system at the pyramids. So nowadays, when you go to the pyramids, you just pay your entrance fee, and then you go through, and then there are shuttle buses that take you to the key pyramids in the Giza Plateau. So basically, if you don't want a camel, you don't have to have a camel. You will not get hassled. And they have souvenir shops at designated areas. So if you don't want to buy anything, you don't need to buy anything. And I'm not saying that the videos on YouTube are fake. They probably are real, but I think that things have changed in Cairo. If you bring an ATM card, you have to be aware that there is a limit to how much cash you can take out using the ATM card, and the amount is actually quite low. But in any case, you can use contactless everywhere in Cairo. And as you can see on the screen, my daughter really enjoyed playing in the indoor playrooms in Cairo. So yeah, if I can take a 3-year-old to Cairo, I think that it's probably safe for you if you're an adult, for you to go to Egypt. If you've never been to Egypt and you want to give it a try, you don't need to hesitate.